What's up, fire sign? What's up? What's up? Was he a woman? I definitely heard sex on fire before some of you come, unless you got thrush. I really don't know, but it's a possibility. But your sex is on fire. Kings of Leon. So you could be dealing with a Leo, or you are a Leo, and something about your sex life, maybe. Not really sure. Anyway, I'm also hearing the kinks for some reason, or kinky, or Keely, or Kaylee, or Kylie. Minogue, maybe someone from Australia. How's chat doing? You right, chat? Come in and say hello. Hello, fire signs. How are you? So let's give you a general reading and see what we've got coming up. This won't be individual signs, but I have a good way of reading the whole story, fire signs. So let's see what's coming up for fire signs. So Virgo, looking for an answer, looking for validation. Okay, maybe stuck in the past, could be dealing with PTSD or trauma. But this is someone that may be looking for you, someone that's not paying attention to someone that's looking. Okay, so there's a looking glass energy. You're here as an Aquarius. Oh yeah, you can watch this, obviously, if you're following me in numerology. Leo is Aquarius, Sagittarius is Taurus, Aries is Scorpio. So yeah. Let's see. So for fire signs, well, there you are as a Sagittarian energy there, or Taurus. So I don't know what this energy is. This is what confused me straight away. There is definitely a metaphysical connection. Okay, definitely a metaphysical connection. Some of you could have previously lost someone. Okay, and this is grieving the loss, and this is a spirit in the sky. Okay, someone that could have passed on quite recently, and there's a grieving energy because the Hermit is a missing you energy, right? Seem to be missing something, okay, because it's a 9, it isn't a 10, but there's still happiness there. But this can be what I'm picking up, that this is an actual spirit going on up to the spirit in the sky. It's where I'm gonna go when I die. And then this would be also like purgatory, okay, stuck between heaven and hell. Okay, let's see, fire signs. I'm also a nosy duck. Oh yeah. Fire signs, what's coming up for fire signs? 4 of Cups. Really not that interested, or I'm just waiting to be offered, that's all. Or someone from the Offords, Sandy or St. Neots. What's hearing? Steve, Sarah. Anybody's got S in their name. Spending a lot of time with family. Very confusing reading at the moment, fire signs, because you've got very good energy, don't know energy, and the Sun, which is a very good outlook of life. But I don't know if there's an actual relationship here or just a connection. If there is a relationship, it's favoring more on the Sagittarian energy, right? And this is someone of a family member that, say, if you're a Sagittarius and you're in a relationship, if you have a daughter or a son, right, that is Virgo, this is a Virgo that is a member of the family that's going through something in their commitment and relationship. So you're not really watching for your own, you're watching for someone else's. And that'd be something to do with around Virgo. Middle name is Sarah. Let's see. So for fire signs, so Queen of Pentacles, the Hangman, the 10 of Swords, the Queen of Cups. You're giving me a run for my money here, fire signs, because it's kind of expressing for a lot of you that there is actually a relationship here. If there is a third party, the Hangman is a 3. This is 2 females. There's a big Virgo energy here, big Virgo, or life path 9. Let's see. Dad and bro Steve. Wow, you've got a dad and a brother called Steve. Let's see. Fire signs. Wow, you're getting some really good cards. Not saying that you shouldn't, but can't really see help in the form. Is there someone here? Because someone's missing someone. Because I'm definitely picking up miss you like crazy. I miss you like crazy. Because then we're also stuck with an ending. But there is someone here. This is really mixed up, this one. The water sign energy was a more in-depth reading, but this one is a bit showing me both, really. So show me the Hermit for fire signs. Wow. So there is discussion. This is a brother or a sister or a child, a family member. Told you. I kind of felt like this Virgo energy here belongs to someone in the family. Could be a brother or sister, but it could also be my children, right? Family members. They're sort of doing their own thing here. What is the Six of Wands? Oh, yeah, there is grieving the loss of someone here. Grieving the loss. This is a spirit in the sky. Happened to a family member. I don't know how recent it was. Here. But this is just sort of like coming to terms with the loss of someone that went to heaven in a little rowboat, clap, clap. But it was a family member. It was a family member of a fire sign. Well, because of numerology, it could be Taurus and so on and so forth. But it was someone's child, I think. Someone lost their child. This is also like reconciliation. Someone comes back from the past and they start talking. Some of you, it's a new person that you can connect with here. Okay, you meet them and they're new, or you're dealing with someone old and they come back and they return. Okay, don't forget retrograde ended yesterday. It's yesterday once more, shooby-doo and play. What's the Ten of Cups here for? 2. Third party energy. Grieving the loss. I keep picking up that there's a lost someone. I physically lost a person. Like actually lost them. And it was a family. Someone in the family. 10 of Cups. Some of you, there's a possible third party energy there. And then you've just got a metaphysical connection. Hello, chat. How you doing? So we're also live on Facebook. So we're also live on your mum. Okay, you lost your mum. Okay, yeah, it's definitely there here. What is Temperance for? Why is Temperance here? Child. Yeah, child. There's also an X energy here of married, previously married, with children, divorced, but children, being involved in some kind of X energy. X energy. Because where was, again, too many cards here now. This is like divorced, separated, divorced, and I have to keep contacting the ex for the children's sake. Some of you are only with this person for the children's sake. That's it. Like, I'm not actually with them for any other reason apart from the kids. Some of you are not actually with this person at all. Okay. It's just like, this is like visitational rights to children and a complicated ex. Okay. House of, hello, how are you doing? How are you, darling? Wow. I'm good, darling. How are you? That's what we say over in Britain. I am missing my little daughter that lives in the States with my ex-husband family. There you go. Yeah, there's a, because I picked up on miss you like crazy, and there is a missing energy, and the Virgo is also like a missing persons list, right? Because I'm searching and looking for someone, right? So it's someone in the family as well. Like, I've either lost a family member and I'm grieving the loss of, or somebody in the family is like physically gone missing. Some of you in a previous marriage, the children that you had together kind of separated. A couple of them, or one of them at least, went with the mother and one went with the father. And that's why you're kind of getting these twos around the children. It's like the children going backwards and forwards between like the parenting energy of the ex-husband, ex-wife, children. If some of you are like actually with someone, right, you're actually with them, and there's a third party energy and you've been caught in a loop and you can't seem to get off that train. This train won't stop. There's an energy where they can't get over their ex. They can't forget about their ex-husband or wife. And because of the children, they contact them. And if there isn't a stable energy around, which there is, there can be an error of jealousy. What is the Four of Cups? Why is the Four of Cups here? Children. For a lot of you, Matt, if you're single, for a lot of you, like if you're actually open and looking for a commitment or a relationship, it just takes, or Steve, or Ship, it just takes two, baby. It takes two, baby. Just me and you. So there's a Natalie. There's also a baby, Jenny. Someone could also be from Dudley. Or Dan, Danielle, Danny, Dan. Anybody's got D in their name. Denise, Deborah, Dan, Danny, Danielle. This could be pregnant. This could be pregnancy, but it does represent like fertile, right? If you guys have got children, I'm not going to mention, obviously they're of age, right? But because this does represent pregnancy, but it can also represent a woman's cycle, or Michael or Melissa. Some of you, you've got like a period. Okay. But yeah, if you guys are really wanting to communicate with a new person, there is someone new there that you can communicate with, right? Because it's open. It's also like open for some of it of possible reconciliation. I was hearing the name Rebecca and Rachel. Rachel. You're right, Gemma Brown. What's the sun here for? So the King of Pentacles. The King. Oh, shit. What is going on, fire signs? I mean, I know I'm trying to generalize it by all star signs, but there's like children. Someone's got like 3 kids, maybe 4 children, an ex and a future person. Some of you are actually with someone, like married to someone or with them. You've got kids together, but they're possibly not your children or their children. There's a lot of children here. Is any of this relating to any of you guys? Because you've now got The King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles related to the Sun. I'm also hearing a lot of relatives. What is the Queen of Pentacles? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? 3 at a distance. Some of you have kind of got people, but you're not really, you're still dealing with the past. Like, there's people here, but you're kind of still dealing with like single mum, children, because I'm getting both. I'm kind of getting single mum with children, and then I'm also getting couples that they're actually together. But there's like exes involved with the children, and they're going like to and from. Because this is like single mum, 8 of Swords is just staying at home. I'm at home all of the time. This is like either needing to get out or wanting to get out, but I can't. Well, you can anytime you like. You just got to walk out the door, right? But there's an energy here of like feeling like I can't go out. So it can be frightened, like I'm worried about going out, but it can be a phobia. What do they call that? A phobia of actually going outside. It's also like I don't want to be seen outside either. Or I just don't really like going out. What is the Hangman here? My ex's brother passed. Yeah, because that's definitely there. Steve. What is it? What's the Hangman? Wow. You're getting a lot of kings and queens. Like the water signs didn't. Theirs was quite easy to work out. Yours is quite difficult. There's also way too many cards here. I'm just seeing if you've actually been given the Queen of Wands yet. The King of Wands, no. Like I said, some of you are actually together. You are actually together. But the difficult with this one is that I can see Taurus reading in this a lot, and that is Sagittarius 5, right? Sagittarius is a 5, Taurus is also a 5. Ten of Swords. This is like raising children, or from Arizona. Raising Arizona, or Aaron, also the name Darren, and then Aaron. I'm also hearing Aaron. Running errands. Well, this is normally just metaphysically connected to third energies here. But I'm not really seeing too much of like third parties, not really. This is like social services is what we call it in Britain, right?
I'm not quite sure how to
Alexa, stop. It's like I have to go to social services because I can't talk directly to my ex. So the children have to go to my parents or their parents, or there has to be a go in between, right? I can't actually contact my ex. They have to contact here in order to be able to see the children, right? Because I don't want anything to do with them. So it can be where, like, if I've got a mother or mother-in-law or a father-in-law or something, you can use them because it's like a scapegoat energy here, Piscean energy, right? Like I have to use my family members to contact, like, don't contact me, contact my mother, right? Or my brother. I'm also hearing contact my brother. Jody. Foster, contact. Foster, Jody, foster children. Something about fostering, or the name Foster or Frost, but foster children. Some of you might do this or be able to do it as a living, be a foster parent. There's like stepdad energy here, because I'm hearing steptoe and son. So I have a stepson. Am I stepping on your toes? Yeah, it's like fostering parents, foster parents. Queen of Cups. Someone's very well off with money. I mean, you got a lot of stable energy here, but because I mean, I haven't got fire in my chart. Well, Sagittarius somewhere, but I have Aquarius and Venus and Mercury. So because Aquarius is 8, you can come up as Leo. Right, you've got a lot of like family stability, but then it's mixed up with like non-stability and stability. There's a lot of kings and queens, couples. What is the Six of Pentacles? And he steps up for the children. Oh, okay. So yeah, steptoe and son. So I need to step up. That was it. Okay. So I need to step up and be a father. Yeah. So it's like fostering. So like because of loss, because we lost you. Because this is also like going to church and like a crematorium or a memoriam and stuff. I was hearing Maureen or a Morgana or an organ. Okay, organ donor. An organ donor. I need to donate an organ or whore. Okay, what? Or a whore? A whore. God, I don't know. I don't know. Is someone sleeping around here? Organ donor. Donations. Accepting donations? But I thought it was the trash. Trashy? Ashley? Ashy. Ashley. Ashes to ashes. Dusk to dusk till dawn. Anybody's got D in their name, D. Dawn. There's also, this time of year, people have lost people around Christmas time. Christmas time, mistletoe and wine, children singing Christian, logs on the fire. Christian, Christy, Chris, Christine, Chrissy. Has anybody lost anybody like Christine, Chrissy, Chris, Christine, or Dean, Nadine? What's a big one? Nadia? So that's like Leo energy. Nadine. Definitely keep picking up a big name of Dean as well. Dean. Or Dion. Hello, people on Facebook. Oh, that helps actually. Yeah, so your Facebook messages do come up on my window there, all told. Yeah, this is a complicated one, fire signs. I'll kind of generate the story. What is the Six of Pentacles? There's a big energy here, right, of married with children. like married with children. There are marriages, there are commitments, but there are like children with other fathers and mothers, stepfathers, stepsister, right? Stepson, stepdaughter, stepfather. There's like, what do we call it? We call it common law here. People that were like, because this is like in or out of wedlock. Like we're not actually married yet, or we never got married, or we got divorced. One or the other. It's like, it's quite a few. But like common law normally means like we live together and we pay bills and we do all of that sort of stuff. So we're basically married. So to live under the same roof, you have to tell the police and the law the fact that you live together, but you're not actually married. So there is something like that there. But Stan, Accrington, Stanley. Some of you could be from Manchester. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon or good evening. It's actually evening time in the UK now. It is nearly 8 o'clock. Before I started, it was actually 19:19 on the clock, but that may not be yours. It was mine, really. I've been picking up that synchronicity quite a lot just lately. 19:19. At the age of 19, killed at war. Like veteran, Yvette, Evie, a vet. But then I'm also picking up a veterinarian, or someone that lost a pet, a dog or a cat. Okay, or they're an actual veterinarian, right? Then I'm also, for some reason, I don't know why, but I'm hearing cesarean section, or someone's being sectioned and they're going absolutely crazy. Cesarean. I needed a C-section. Somebody here in the past may have actually been sectioned. They went into hospital for like, I don't know, like drugs or alcohol or going crazy, but sectioned. Public, oh, okay. There may have been someone that went to prison, or this is like going to court about someone maybe having to go to prison, because I'm hearing like general public. Okay. And like general population. So like, you know, in prison, I'm sure I've never been to prison. So I don't 100% know, but I'm sure they're the terms of like terms, agreements. Oh, someone's just put Oregon. Okay, so I picked up organ. So that might mean that Oregon. Because I did pick up organ a minute ago, and then I picked up like organ donor, Donna. You have to watch the reading if you haven't seen it. But yeah, PPI, public protection order. Yeah, something like that. Like I need protection, and like a witness, like witness protection program. That's it. Witness protection program. Like I'm on the run from, because it's not really showing me. I'm just sort of like channeling it, because this is like someone that may have been released from prison, right? And they got out, right? They got out from prison. And then this is like, I'm scared out of my mind, or I'm worried. And I'm kind of, whatever it was I said, like witness, like I witnessed something. Okay. And like general public, because I think one of the messages before was, here, look, like I'm afraid to go out, 8 of Swords, and I'm afraid to go out. I can go out, right, but I'm afraid to go out, and I'm stuck here, and I don't want to go out, because if I go out, then I'm seen, right, because there's a blindfold over here. So like, I don't like going out and I don't want to be seen when I'm out. Because if I'm seen when I'm outside, I might come across my ex. And this is like an ongoing situation of like confusion. Like I'm confused and there may be like ADHD here as well. This is brain fog. Okay, willy fog, maybe someone from London. But the old smoke. I'm also hearing vapor as well. Vaping. Rape. Okay. We can't mention that on YouTube. Okay. So because the first song I come up with was "Sex on Fire," and then I said someone got thrush, but I was joking. But now I'm hearing that somebody was on a sexual charge, was charged for like sexually explicit behavior of I can't say the word. You can say it in the chat, but I can't say it on here. Okay, because I'll get flagged. But obviously it begins with like, say the name of Rachel. Okay. Racial. Was hearing discrimination, but also like sexual discrimination. Discriminated. This is the first time. The first time whenever I saw your face. It's the first time that I've actually channeled with cards for quite a while, because I normally just do it with like a blackboard and pen, right? Obviously. I used to channel with cards, but I used to find that they used to stand in my way. Something's standing in my way. What's the Page of Swords? Because it's funny, right? It was not funny. Yeah, there's a blocking energy here and needing to go to court. There's no like you haven't got the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands. You haven't got any of that. You've got like one card that represents gaslighting and confusion, which is the Hermit. But that's it. Like, you've got no negative cards. You haven't even got like the Seven of Wands. You haven't got the Nine of Wands. You haven't got the Five of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. You got nothing like that. But channeled wise, you've got like this married, divorcing type sort of flavor. You've got like stepfather, stepmother going to court, someone released from prison, afraid to go out, a charge upon charges. This court case or this whatever it is like looming over me. He's like one of those guys that kills a story and it's about him, but he just says it's like about a buddy of his. I don't know what that means. House of... But yeah. Wow. Fire signs. Let's just give me a sign. Language. Finding it very difficult to talk. So I'm hearing I can't talk at the moment. Finding it very difficult to talk because I'm being like watched or like... It's like I've got so much that I need to be able to say, but I can't say it. Because if I say it, someone might hear it, or I don't quite know what that is. It's kind of like I'm trying to give someone a signal, but telling them but without telling them. I don't quite get it. It's like only half, like you only know half of the truth. Right? I only know half, but I don't know what the other half is. Garth? Garth. Gary? Foxy lady? Foxy? Fox? Children? Children. It's a lot to do with kids. I don't know why I'm kind of picking this up, right? But normally foxes, they can maul children. So I'm picking up like someone creeping around someone's like house. Like a perimeter. Right? There's a perimeter. I mean, somebody on tag, and you can't go outside of these. I don't know why I'm kind of picking that up, but it's like I'm on tag or something and I'm not allowed to go out of state, or I'm not allowed to go out of these bounds. Some of this is like I want to move out of state, but I can't at the moment because something is going on around like divorcing or like this court case. Or the name Cass or Caroline. But like something at the moment is stopping me, but I want out and I need to get out of this space. But there is something that's tagging me to this. It's keeping me here, but I want to move. Does that relate to anybody? I did saw a fox in front of the building I moved into. Yeah, I don't know what that's for then, a fox. The fox and hound. Hounds? I'm also hearing like pounds and ounces, where there's like a pregnancy or something like that, or a child of pounds and ounces. I'm also hearing someone that's also weighing up drugs, like selling them in pounds and ounces. Ounces. Then for some reason, I'm also hearing like a sweet shop for some reason. Like you walk into a sweet shop and you've got like pounds, ounces. I don't know why I'm picking that up, pounds and ounces. It does relate a lot of things you say. You even channel my daughter named Nicole with the message you make for me alone. It broke my heart. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, I can do that a lot of the times, like because when I'm channeling, I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from, so I don't know if it's the deceased loved one. That's you guys that will relate to those messages. I can just give you the 10,000 that I get at once, which is quite. Let's see. There's something here about like a same sex, like same sex, because the first message was sex on fire, right? So it's to do with a fire sign, but it's not Pisces. But it's not. It is, but it's not. It's on, it's off. It's sex is there, but then it isn't. It's like someone that may have like ADHD, and one minute it's on, and the next minute it's off, and like it's turning a fire on and off or something. Like you turn me on, then you turn me off, then you turn me on, then you turn me off. Like, you're right, guys. How you doing? Star 7, Simon, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Someone new, fire signs. So you could be on the verge of meeting a new person. V, on the verge, Virgil. This V name has been coming up for quite a while in the Kim. What's her name? Kim. Because what was the star sign I was doing it where I said, because I said there's not that many names begin with V, right? And then I related it to like Alien, of like when I was a child, there used to be a television program called V. So I'm an illegal alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an English. Someone's an English. Someone's from England. Man, an English man in, and then also New York. New York, New York. Then I'm also hearing Yorkshire. York. And also someone that's listening to Bjork. Bjork. Very complicated. So again, it's like, I keep hearing this, like, it's very complicated. You only know the half of it. If you only knew the other half, you're doing my fucking head in, fire signs. You need to be in my head when you're hearing all of this crap. Hearing. I need to go to a hearing. A hearing aid? Adrian or AIDS? Fire signs. Are you listening to me? No, I'm fucking not. Well, that can't be someone new. Man, if you guys meet someone new and you start arguing already, Jesus. Are you listening to me? No, I'm not. So you got like Sagittarian energy here because it's 5. Possibly Cancer, or both have 7. Fire signs. Toxic. Toya. Toxic as Fook. Ooh. So you're in a, I mean, some of you are in a very toxic marriage or commitment or relationship here. Fire signs. Oh, there's a V there, look. Van der Brockenhagen. Van der Brockenhagen. You're the best at this. I haven't seen someone that is better. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Well, I haven't done card readings online for a while. I normally just use the writing stuff now. Yes, I would leave them for you. For you, Natalie. For Scorpio, maybe Aries. For you. Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Taurus. Day. Colin. Fire signs. Metaphysical twat flame. Hey, we will have a good old twat. So, if you're caught in an abandonment loop, right, you don't know anything about self-love because you're in a twat flame situation, right? You're not actually met the one. It's toxic. I was also hearing like Toya Wilcox for some reason. Toya Wilcox. Breaking glass. It's broken. So you're in a validational loop. So you're not actually for a lot of you, with the real person. You're with a fake person. Okay, the person that you're not supposed to be with. I don't know where this fits into it. New person. For some of you, you could be, because there's a lot of stable energy there. I don't know, I'm kind of going to move on. From Scotland, see you, Spark Rabbit. Come up here and get at it. How you doing? You all right? From Scotland, eh? What's it like there up in Scotland? I always wanted to visit Scotland. I keep meaning to go at some point, but I would be lost if I went to Scotland. Hey, from Arizona. Yeah, channeled Arizona. So I can kind of look at the reading and see if any of you are kind of relating to the stuff, and then I can kind of give you messages before we finish. So close. From Canada. From Greenwood, Canada, eh? So let's just quickly go through them. Okay. Same weather as England, Steve. Frozen. Yeah, it is, right? It's kind of, it is like that, yeah. It's we had the lights come on yesterday. Do you have the lights up in Scotland? Because I'm down in Cambridgeshire. You know Cambridgeshire? But yeah, we had the lights come on. And our town is one of the best ones because we put money in and we spend a lot of money on it, and they put like reindeers and trees. And I lost my daughter in December 8, 2018. Oh, I am sorry. She was just 18 years old. Yeah, I picked up, I think it was the song 19 and then 19 or something, or 18. Yeah, you'll have to rewatch the reading there. Yeah, it was a lot of like lost to see stuff on. Aries. Metaphysical Aries. No. It's like marriage of children energy here. Oh, I'm not going to do it. Hi from New Zealand. Something just told me to stop doing them, so I'm stopping doing it. Yes, Steve. Yeah, so let's have a chat, shall we, before I turn the video off. So yesterday we had the light show, and it's actually really nice. So when you drive through my town, there's like, I think we've got 2 trees. Then we've got like white dripping lights that are all kind of going down the shops, and the shops have got like reindeers and stuff on. And hello from New Zealand. So what I can do, we can either have a chat for a minute, or some of you, if you want to leave a super chat, you can have a couple of free questions. Snowing. Yeah, we actually haven't had snow down in Cambridgeshire for a while, actually. It does for a little bit, but not too much. I had discrimination. Oh, okay. Yeah, that came up, discrimination. So this part is where I tell you what we're doing over on the other side. So on the join button now, I've only got Aquarius to do and then I'm finished. Then what I'm going to be doing is the personal year experience numbers. So that'll be a whole yearly reading. Okay. If you guys want to join my Facebook, you can. It's my personal Facebook. If you're not already on there, there it is. Bing. Venus, I meant. What's that? Venus. This will be up on there, but we are actually still live at MSK1981. But yeah, over on the join button, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be focusing on the yearly stuff. So because divine energy of like everybody always wants to know like when, okay, you can only really find that out through your personal year number. So I'll go over it very quickly for those people that haven't or don't know yet. So to get your personal year number experience of meeting new people or old or moving or jobs, you'll need to know your numerology of your healing year. So each year it changes at your birthday. So for me, I was born on the 8th of March. So the 8th, third month, and then I add 2025. Okay. So to get your life path number, you would just put your actual birthday date there. And then you would add them all up, see what number you get. You do it below 9, okay, then you get a number. So you might have to add them up together and see what they are to get a number, right? So to get your personal year number, you need your birthday date, and then the month, and then this year. When that changes and we go after the new year, that'll be 6, okay, 2026. So at the moment, I'm at 2 of Cups energy. Libra and also like retrograde energy and all that sort of stuff. When that turns 2026, I'll be a 3. Okay. So whatever you guys are, when I do the readings, you'll still be able to watch. So like for me, I'll be able to watch the first bit of the 2, right? And then when I get to March, it will change to 3, and then I can also watch the 3. If you've got a partner, okay, and you've got their number and you know what theirs is, you can watch theirs as well. Okay. So yeah, because I keep saying this to everybody, and still everybody keeps asking me in the comment section, how do I find out what number I am? So you want your day, right, and the month, and then this year, okay? And you add them together, and that is your personal experience number that year. So depending on what you've learned and what you haven't learned, and whether that's going to be a karmic energy or not, is going to be the progression of the actual reading. And then when I've done those, I'm going to focus on the star signs yearly readings, right? So each star sign will also get a yearly reading. Each star sign will also get a yearly personal year number, right? And that is only going to be on the join button. So you'll only be able to see it if you're a member. And that is $4 a month. That's it. Yeah. So you add your day and your birth. So you don't want to worry about the year that you were born when you're looking at these, right? Don't worry about the year. If you put the year that you were born, that just gives you your life path number, right? So mine is the 8th of the 3rd, and then I'll give my age away, which is 49. So I was born in 1976, right? So if I add those all together and then reduce it down, I'm a life path 7. So that means that I can watch Cancer readings, right? I classically come up as a Cancerian as well, right? If I don't add these, if I don't, and I scrub that out, and then I add the actual year that it is at the time, So at the moment it's 2025. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Take away the 0 and you get 2. Right? So I'm at a 2 of cups, waiting to meet someone within my year 2. And then within my year 3, that's when I'll pretty much continue to meet someone. And then hopefully if that's really good, you go to 4, 5, and 6. Okay, 4 is like the 4 of wands, so on and so forth, and all that sort of stuff. If it's completely karmic and it's bad and it's a spiritual lesson, then when you go through these numbers, it starts to turn really bad, right? But you never know. So when people say that they get hacked, right? How on earth do you guys actually like get hacked? Do you not have like strong enough passwords? Do you change your passwords? Like for me, I've got a vast, and I've got like 3 degrees of trying to get through to a number. Right? Like if someone tries, it will flag me up on my phone and say, you know, whatnot, blah blah blah, and it keeps them in a vault, like internet providing protection. These days, if you ain't got like an internet providing protection service and you're not paying for it, you know, like you have to take precautions, and you got to have like very strong passwords. Hello, angel, angel. Ba, 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 ba. Go or stay. Go. Always go. Because you're self-doubting. Go, go, go. Five attempts. Like what? Like, I mean, I've got Instagram, but I don't really use it. Like TikTok and all this bollocks. I don't do all of that. So has everybody got the info that they need? Veronica. Yeah, V came up, the name V. Hey, Jeff. What does life path 3 mean, Steve? If I've done it right. So it won't be life path 3. It'll be, well, are you a life path 3, or do you mean you're a personal healing year number 3? Because that's Piscean energy. If it's your healing year number 3, if you're not actually with anybody, you really could meet someone. 3 is a really good year, because 2 is like when you can cross paths with someone. You can. 3 is when you actually get with someone. because you would go from your 3 to your 4, which would mean 4 of Wands. So when you meet somebody, they could be in their 2, transitioning from 2 to 3. And if you're in a 3, you would meet them when they're at their 2 to 3. You are a Pisces. Well, same here. Oof, go the fish. Yeah, so do you mean that's your actual life path 3 or your healing year number 3? Because if it's your healing year 3, like I just said, if you are single, there's a very good chance that, like, if you are contacting someone or you come across someone or intrigued about someone or have an urge about someone, you really could end up being with someone there. So I've never had problems with my Instagram accounts. Thank you, Jess. I'm 222 birthday. 6. You're in a healing year 6. I don't know. If you're on my Facebook, you'll have to contact me there, Angie, because I'm not really sure. 222 birthday. Yeah, I've picked up 222 everywhere. Well, I mean, I'm picking up a lot of 2s because I'm actually in a year 2 at the moment. 2222 just means that you're pretty much being aligned. Like there's someone that's being in the background, is like that you're waiting to meet. Like you really could start to come across someone, whether they're going to be a twin or a twat or an actual soulmate. But it depends. Like you can see it when you're really karmically connected to someone, and that's not really a good sign. Like if you're going through bad stuff and you're picking up on 2222, it'll change. But angel numbers, why the same? Well, like, because like for mine, right, I log all mine, right? So I'm single, right? And I've gone through all of my karmic stuff and that all ended at the beginning of my year 1, right? So year 2, circumstance happened, blah, 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 single, right? So I'm now waiting to meet somebody that comes across my path between now and my year 3, right? So when you start picking up like synchronicities of numbers, if you're picking up on like 222 or 2222, that means that spirit is aligning you with someone of the vibration that you're at, right? So if you've been dealing with someone at a very low vibration down here, you're still connected to that person down here. If you're single and you've not got any trauma and you're not in traumatic bonds and you're single and you're really good and you're putting yourself out there and in front of the energy and leaving yourself open, and right, there's a good chance that this means that spirit is preparing someone for you to meet, right, behind the scenes. because 8 is a divine energy, right? Like 8 of Wands is Cupid's arrow, pretty much. Strong connection. Just takes communication, talking. But yeah, 8 is a divine spiritual energy because it's also part of the star. So it means in my future. So like where I am now when I'm picking up on 2222, because of the energy being an 8, it means that divine is figuring out a connection for you to meet in the future, right? From what you've learned from your past mistakes and lessons. Oh, okay. Angel numbers. That's why the name's Steve. Oh, okay. Angel whispers. 22. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's but like I say, if you're because some people are not actually like, for me, I mean I don't do twin flame readings, but I've been on a twin flame journey since I started. That's why I do my job. Like it's there as it's there. Come to California. I've been listening to Blue actually just lately by Joni Mitchell. California, I'm coming home. Yeah, I wouldn't really want to come alone, to be fair. South Carolina. Joni Mitchell, Anybody else out there like Joni Mitchell? Calais. And how do you not believe if you've been through the awful twin journey? I do believe. Like, you can only, like, what quote did I write this morning? I wrote a quote. Like, soulmates, like, it's about what's in front of you, right? Your true self is not behind you, it's in front of you. So the person that's in front of you at the moment is aligned with you. So if you're dealing with someone, they're aligned with you at the stage that you're at, right? So the stage that you're at, you're aligned with that energy of where you're at, right? So if you're aligned with your true self, right, you haven't got trauma, right? You're okay with being abandoned and left. You can't learn anything other than abandonment from the person that abandoned you, right? Because it just keeps happening. And no matter how many different times you try, you always end up at getting the same result. So who you're with is the energy that you're at. If you're with a trauma bond, you've got trauma yourself, right? That's why you're still with them, right? So if you're not dealing with any trauma and you're not dealing with anyone else, and you understand about letting go and letting people go, right? And you don't feel abandoned and left when you're abandoned and left, you've got a very good energy, right? So your energy or your mind creates your feelings. So it goes up. So you go to the next stage and the next stage and the next stage and the next stage, right? To get there, you have to keep going through all of these things. But if you stay stuck on the same energy with the person that you're with and you don't elevate and progress yourself forward, you end up here, right? You end up here, right? Yeah, looked back as a lesson. So like someone come across my path in year 2, as you guys know, right? And it was very, very strong. But she was also at a 2. And she was married and getting divorced. It was during retrograde as well, right? So during my year 2, I'm only supposed to come across their path. I did. It was very strong. But she left. She went back to him, right? So that was that, because I had to let that go, right? So I understood about release and let go. It took me about 3 or 4 days, and I was like, okay, great. Now, if I remained the chaser and I kept chasing and looking and I felt devastated and I was fucking really down and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe that I've had this very strong connection and the person's just abandoned me and gone off with her husband and chose that path, I would be down here and haven't learned anything about abandonment, right? But because I released and let go and I was okay with it, right, I realized that it was just a brief connection, someone crossing my path in year 2. Now, the realization is, because she went back for a 3rd or 4th time, that means that she would have a very big trauma bond. So even if she did come back in my year 2 or 3, the chances of her getting over that trauma bond is very unlikely, right? Because by then, spirit should be sorting me out someone else, because it was just a brief connection. So because I let it go and I understood, is when I started to teach you guys about the alchemist, about abandonment cycles and abandonment loops. And you can't learn anything other than abandonment from the person that abandoned you. That's why people go back, because they don't know what love is, because neither of the people that keep abandoning one another, neither of them know what love is. So that's all they can learn. Their lesson stays the same. They get the same result. And they just keep trying and trying and trying and getting nowhere, right? So when you leave, because I found self-love, right, to break a cord, you leave on your own accord, right? So you let them go. She left on her own accord. I let her go. I didn't chase. I wasn't really upset. I was, for a start, a couple of 3 days, and I was over it. Understood the lesson. What I got was a spiritual download and an awakening, and she got her husband back, right? When I went through my year 1 and me and my ex finished, which was a year or 2 ago, she got another boyfriend, right? She got another boyfriend. I went through my year 1. I eventually got to my year 2. I met someone. She did the same, abandoned me and went to her husband. She got her husband back. But they're more than likely both got very bad traumatic bonds. Possibly, more than likely. You know, when you look at statistics of numbers, you will see the fact that trauma bonds, right? So now karmically, this is where it makes a very strange connection. Because when I was going through a trauma bond with my ex a year or so ago, 2 years ago, or a year ago, I would go back to her, she would come back to me, I would go back to her, she would come back to me, right? So I abandon her, she abandons me, I abandon her. We both end up abandoning each other, right? But because the karmic energy, you can't get rid of it, that comes with me and it also comes with her, right? So what happened karmically, I got a return of karma, which is judgment and justice. So in the tarot cards, you're looking at judgment, right? So I was judged by what I did in my last karmic cycle. Because I left, which I was supposed to, karma was to say, right, in your year 2, we're going to let you meet someone, but they are going to then abandon you like you abandoned your ex. Now, even though you was supposed to, if you see this as unfair, you haven't learned about abandonment. So you have to undo that karma. You have to pay that back, right? So as the time ticks and it all goes along, my ex, pretty much, I got a return. I had to pay that back, even though we split up and we weren't supposed to be together, right? We split up. She went her separate ways, went with her boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. I had to pay that back. So I did. Because when I met someone, she abandoned me and went back to her husband. There you go. she has that to undo as well. That'll appear up in her marriage. This will also appear up in my ex's relationship as well, somehow, right? So because I'm now clear of all of that and I've paid everything back, I paid it back there with the new person that I met, I paid it back. It went directly to my ex, right? The energy of release, of let go, right? That went to her, paid that back karmically. Because I released and let go of that, and now I'm ready to move forward and have been for quite a while, I've been picking up on 2, 2, 2, 2, which means you've understood your lesson. Well done. You graduated during retrograde. You didn't chase. You didn't need. You didn't sit in the 5 of Cups feeling lonely and abandoned and upset. You didn't have to go through the dark night of the soul. You wasn't fucking traumatic and fucking blaming people and shouting and I can't believe you left me and went for him and I hate him like a lot of people do. Because I didn't. I passed. I graduated, right? So now you pick up 2, 2, 2, 2. That means that we can give you someone at your vibration, which is up here, right? Not down here. Do you see? Do you get me? If you see karmic energy of abandonment unfair and an unfair justice, it isn't. It's because it's a lesson. It's to teach you whether you're okay with being left alone. And if you are okay with it, you're a stable person, right? Because you have to have a stable energy. If you want a stable energy to meet you here, you want someone that's stable, right? You don't want a trauma bond. You want someone in your life that is equally as stable as what you are. You don't want that person also going through a trauma bond either, right? So if you're not going through any traumatic bonds, you've understood, you can meet someone at face value of that timeline, right? So spirit will organize that for you because they can only give you the person at what you're at, where you are at, right? How much trauma have you dealt? How much trauma have you brought along with you from an ex-past energy? How long have you been single? Are you still blaming them? Are you still connected to them? Are you still feeling lonely, right? Like in my life, physically, I don't ever feel lonely. I don't. I love spending time on my own. I want a partner. Of course I do. I'm not going to deny that. But I don't never get to the point where I'm lonely. Like I have so many little things going on in my life that I enjoy that I don't get like, oh my God, I feel so lonely and I'm upset, or like I'm bored and I'm fed up. Like I just don't get that way. I used to, I just don't anymore. Yeah. You need to get this out worldwide. Well, this is the only way I can actually get it out worldwide. It only helps if you lot put it out. Well, according to my chart, as far as I know, like I have 3 Scorpio, 3 Aries, and 3 Gemini, and I'm a Pisces sun sign, right? But my North Node and my rising are Scorpio. Both of them are the same. Some people get different, but mine are the same. And they're at 29 degrees. And I think that is the last time of return, right? Because when you look at fear, fear is a reflection of your own self, right? You attract fear. So it manifests in front of you as a traumatic bond. So when you get to heaven, right, and you fear things, you start to manifest it. And that's why you have to come back, because you don't feel whole. You don't feel complete. So what happens when you don't feel complete? You have to complete a load of lessons because you don't feel at whole. You don't feel at one. Self-love, right? So you complete loads of lessons like you do on this timeline, right? On this timeline. What appears in front of your eyes is a manifestation of where you're at. So if it's fearful energy and you have to come back to find yourself, right? You can't complete anything in life until you feel whole and at peace and at one, right? You are the one. I am the one and only. Nobody I'd rather be. You said my name at 19 minutes. Yeah, I like the peace and quiet. Well, like, because when I meet someone, I want them to enjoy peace and quiet with me. Right, where you can just sit in front of each other and enjoy the peace. Right. You have to look at your whole life, like, because when someone enters it, right, if you like chaos, then you can enter someone that is very chaotic. If you enjoy peaceful moments, like I normally about this time, what's the time now? Probably about 10 o'clock. In about an hour's time, I normally go for a drive over to Ely, and I sit in my car and I have a coffee from McDonald's and I put my iPad up and I chill and I listen to the street. I listen to the cars going by on the bypass. Okay, and I listen to all of the wind blowing and whatnot, and I chill and I love it. Are you on my Facebook, Angel Whisperers 22? How was my Thanksgiving? We don't have Thanksgiving over here. I'm grateful for everything all the time. No, we don't have Thanksgiving. We just invaded Australia. Personal year 4. So personal year 4, well, you're either blocking someone, you could be saving for a house or a home, you could have a lot of savings, you could be not letting the person go that you're with. Depends. But it could have a lot to do with like marriage, commitment, or the opposite. Depends if it's karmic or if it's good. Mine, I'm getting old. My hair is all over the place at the moment. Angel. Angel. Hello. Brechenbachen. Put a hat on. I might do soon. I just look like shit at the moment. Coming in late, what did I miss? Everything. Yeah, so I think we're going to call that it, unless anybody needs to know anything else. But like I said, on the join button, for the people that have just joined, over on the join button, I'm going to be doing the yearly readings, and you're going to get 2 lots. The personal year number that you're at, okay, that will be between 1 and 9, personal year 1 to personal year 9, right? So we're going to do a whole yearly reading for each number. And then once I've done those, I'm going to do a whole yearly reading for the star signs to show you what you've got coming up for the year. To join, it is literally $4 a month. That's it. Okay. And you get all of your weekly readings. You're going to get your yearly reading, and then you're also going to get your personal year number yearly readings too. So what's the T? Yeah. I'm thinking about putting all the teaching videos together that I've got, because there's like 100 of them. I'm putting them all together and then just putting them onto a platform where you can buy it. And once you've bought it, it'll always be on that one place where there's nothing else, because they're sporadically all over the place at the minute. I don't know what I've done with them all. Because there would be too much to download. If I'm like, look, you can download it, it will be something like fucking terabytes worth of stuff. Like, so I want to be able to like put it on something where there is nothing but teaching videos, and it explains everything. Like, I mean, how I do mine is designed for me, right? Like the way I read, it's just designed to me because it's just what I've picked up that Spirit's kind of shown me or wanted me to look at, or the direction they've wanted me to go in. So all of the knowledge that I've ever given anybody, it's only just through going through it. Like, I don't watch channels, I don't read books, I don't Google shit. Okay, I literally just get the messages from them. Normally when I'm channeling, they'll just shove some kind of information that's like, oh, and then it'll spark something off in my head, and then my head will start picking up all of these signs or, like, I don't know, patterns of behavior or something or other. And it'll awaken me to like a load of like information, right? It's like scribing hieroglyphical hidden stuff. It's the Akashic Records, right? It's part of the Akashic Records is a hidden library of knowledge. Thank you. But yeah, I've got to figure out how to do it, because it would be too much for people to download unless you've got a computer, and not everybody has got a computer. You won't be able to open it on your phones. So it needs to be a link to something that you can just go to and watch them. But I'll have to figure it out. So yeah, the Akashic Records. So yeah, if you look at the Akashic Records, is what I've done right from the beginning, really, before I was even reading cards. I used to write a blog, and I used to just sit there at my computer writing all of this weird shit. So you get like 3. 3 is obviously the magic number, right? But if it's also biblical, it's how many days Jesus went to hell before he was resurrected, right? So he was resurrected not as a human, but as an image. And the image is what the sun shines. When the sun goes up, it reflects through the image of you, right? Because everybody is interconnected. So we have quantum physics and we have quantum timelines. Okay, different worlds, different timelines, energy shifts, things are out of sync, right? So I don't want to go on too much about it because we could go on for ages, but like 3 is the amount of days that Jesus went back to hell, right? So 3 is the master teacher, right? 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So we get a 9. That is purgatory. That is the distance between heaven and hell, right? So we learn 3s, right? So 9 is the cycle of life. So your personal healing number, your yearly number, and then also Virgo, and then it goes back to 9, then it goes back to 1, and then also the world 2025. So 2025, we're in a year 9 at the moment. 2026, we go back to a 1, right? So when you get the master teacher of 3, 3, and 3, you get a 9. And that is guidance, right? Finding the light. So the Akashic Records is, so like I can connect to yours, my own, and then everybody's, the whole world, where you can channel messages that are going to happen in the world, events that kind of come up, and then you can channel what happens to an individual person as well, and basically, and then also messages for yourself, but that's just like information, really. Like I'm explaining now, like information. But then what you get is it's like a library. It's just like loads of books that are all in the libraries, and you're climbing a ladder, right? And you go up and up and up and up and up. And the further you go, the further you are getting to the end of time of heaven, meaning past, graduated, don't need to come back, because you're channeling all of this information of like, you know, this is a rung and that's a library with all books. This is a rung, that's a library with all books. This is like the next stage, the next stage, the next stage, and the next stage. So if you're a person that's always followed all of my teaching stuff, you'll realize that at some points I can come out with something that's very, what do they call it? Pathetic, but like a prophet, right? So you get this information, and as you get it, you teach it, you learn it, you teach it, you do it, you learn it, you teach it, right? So then you get to go to the next one, the next one, the next one. And then you think, oh shit, there isn't much more for me to learn. And then all of a sudden, bam, I come across the person in my year 2, and she taught me all of this. This is pretty much all of the information that I received through that connection, right? And that is like pieces of like info. They come to you one block at a time, like loads of little building blocks. And as you're getting the information, you start to build a wall. And the wall that you build is pretty much like, it's the final piece of the puzzle. I get it, right? So that's the story, right? And the story that you tell, because it all fits together into a story. And that is why spiritual people are storytellers. Right. Yep, I did say that one a little while ago as well. When the student is ready, the teacher is peer. Does Spirit have any messages for any of us? Yeah, you're all fucked. So 2026 is new beginnings. Yeah, for the world, for everybody, right? So with what's going on everywhere politically at the moment, you're seeing Trump, if you're in America, right? Trump at the moment is trying to put an end, like he's saying, and kind of pretty much proving really that he's putting an end to most wars, right? And then they also all came together to try and stop the war over in Palestine, right? That is the year that we're in 9. So you're looking at PTSD, trauma, war, veterans. Then we're looking at asylum seekers. right? So PTSD, war, being afraid, nothing really happening, everybody blaming Parliament and whatnot. And then next year we're going to be in a 1, right? So what you're watching on the television is pretty much what our year 2025 is explaining. You're seeing it, right? You're seeing it unfold on your streets. You're seeing it happening in your daily lives. Right. Yeah, it is over here in the UK. We've got 6,000 illegal immigrants that are entering the country every week. 6,000. We've got so many people that are on the streets that are British that can't even get a house, can't get home. But the illegal citizens, they're being given money, shoes, trainers, a 4-star hotel, breakfast, dinner, tea, money, everything. And then the people that have been to war or veterans or homeless English people have to sit there starving, watching all of those people enjoy the luxuries of life. 6,000 a week. Yeah, if you live like Manchester at the moment is, cool. There's been a lot of murders over in Manchester at the moment. Yeah. Well, you see, because I mean, America is also a Christian country, right? Because they're all part of the nations. And Britain is obviously a very big Christian country because the sovereign, because of the Queen, King. And then you get people that are coming here and then trying to teach people about a different religion when you're trying to teach people in a Christian country to not be Christian. It's like, to me, that is like one of the worst things you can do is go to a different country and start preaching a different religion and trying everybody to say, you know, stop being Christian. Jesus was a Muslim. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the UK is lovely. I love the UK, but it is also very expensive. It's like taxes, a lot of tax. Right, okay, chaps. Tally ho. Thanks for watching the fire sign reading and the 2-hour long discussion. I mean, you know, if anyone didn't realize, you know, he could have just been a prophet, right? He could have just been a extremely powerful psychic. And everybody thought that he was something other than what he were. Could have just been a psychic. Well, yeah, I mean, I don't exactly blame war. Like, I don't blame all of the immigrants because everybody's doing what they're doing to their country. So where they're going to go? that's you know, that's not really the argument. The argument is that they're not doing it the legal way, right? It's quite easy to come into this country. It's not a real lot that you have to do to be able to be a citizen, right? We have quite a good process, but everybody's dumping their mobile phones and their passports in the river before they get out of the dinghy, you know. And then we've got all of these people that are coming over here and they're threatening everybody and they're committing like crimes and stabbings and everything. This is why I'm not religious. I think that religion is dangerous, extremely dangerous. I definitely try not to preach it. Sometimes it kind of comes up as like as a bit of a learning, teaching sort of thing, but people can believe in whatever they want. Right, guys, I am going to get off because it is now 9:15 at night. So thanks for joining, watching. Don't forget about all of the stuff that's coming over on the join button. If you're not a member, you could well miss out on all of the number readings that are coming up, and then also the yearly readings. So if you do want to be a part of it, you will need to join the join button that is provided below. That is $4 per month. Okay, so thanks very much. Really appreciate it. And I will see you soon.